What we have here. What we have here. What we have here. What's up, good people? It's the Weed Squad presents Montez at midday. How's everybody doing on this magnificent Monday? How we doing? Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Melikaliki Maka and Mahaki Hiki Ho. Hope everyone is doing well on this beautiful Monday edition of the show. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Did you get what you want for the holidays? Did you get what you want for the holidays? If it's your first time tuning in, thank you so much. You can follow us throughout social media. We have a page on Facebook, Instagram, Who's to Blame the Podcast, Twitter at W2B Dre Montez, as well as we're sharing videos now on TikTok. So TikTok 63, you can find a few videos that we've posted. Don't forget to check out the latest episode of my podcast, Who's to Blame. The last episode, we talked about getting the best out of you. So you can check that out. That is up. That's episode 468. And we're getting close to the big number, I think. If you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. Cassie, my man Justin. If you're celebrating an anniversary today, happy anniversary to you. If you got a new kid, new puppy, there's a lot of new puppy owners out there. Good for you. Good for you. Keep up the great work, guys, when it comes to taking care of the pet population out there. Keep up the good work, good people. Those of you know who you are. So I'm trying to fiddle around with some things here at the same time and communicate with you. That's what we're going to try to pull off today. Here with Montez at midday. Again, I'm your host, Dre Montez, and welcome to Magnificent Monday. You know what we got to do. High fives. Chest bump. Let's hug it out. Dilly-dally. Dilly-dilly. There it is right there. There it is right there. So the holidays with your family, how'd they go? They do pretty good. The giving, the love, the food. The food. Shout out to my family on the food. Shout out to the family on the food. Got a chance to see my cousin, Zach. That was awesome. Talk with my cousin, future football finance guy, Dante. Yeah, my man. I didn't get a chance to see KW, Miss Triple W from Fontbonne, but we'll get to that battle next. But it was great seeing the relatives, the old man, mom, the G-Ma, and talking to the kids on FaceTime. Innovation and technology has kind of made the holidays a little smoother with the ability to see people. Remember the days everybody getting on the house phone, calling long distance, making sure you get enough people on the phone to tell everybody Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, I miss you, love you, see you soon. It's gotten a little simpler, but it's still fascinating to see senior citizens on social media. Stay hydrated, kids. Stay hydrated for sure. Stay hydrated for sure. I don't think we deserve the weather that we had for the holiday season. I think that needs to be pointed out for sure. That definitely needs to be pointed out. Honorable mention to Mizzou football team and Florida football team. I think the SEC wants to talk to both teams and figure out your SEC alliance and commitment and what you're willing to do to improve upon your football team activity when it comes to on-field play already. You know, I let my disgust and pleasure show when I was watching a game and a video that I posted. But if a coach gets fired or decides to leave and your team is eligible for a bowl game, and now with the transfer protocol, and when the quarterback tells you he's transferring and you're the interim coach, there's going to be no communication when the game is being played. Why did he even play? I would have played a kid off the practice interim redshirt squad other than letting Mr. Emory Jones play. I wish him nothing but the best wherever he's going. But if you are a college athlete, I don't think you should do that to your team, teammates, fan club, university. That's selfish behavior, what he pulled off. And I can't condone support like that. I sound like a public service announcement right there. But that's how I really feel about that right there. Let me know how you feel about the early college football games and bowl action you've been seeing. Nevada has the tallest quarterback ever in college football, quarterbacking right now. He's almost 7 feet tall. I know that feeling. Remember the name Brock Osweiler? He was 6'8.5". Horrible. Horrible. You would think with the ability to see the secondary, to see the whole field, it would give you an advantage. Let's try it again. Back to the planet, Bob, on to you right there. But other than that, how was this NFL been going in December for you? There's some things that I saw. We don't need to break down every game, just pinpoint some things. There are a whole lot of people get paid a lot of money to break down each and every game that you guys are dedicated to. But I'm just going to pick a few games here. The Lions game, they were on an 8-yard line with 2 minutes left. They kicked a field goal. The Chicago-Seattle game. If that's not a sign that Russ up out of there, if that's not a sign something's wrong. The Washington football team, hey, I don't care if we grew up together, really related, played ball together, you my boy, on national TV, you slap me, okay. All right, I'm going to turn the other cheek eye, yours, for sure, already. What? I told everybody this yesterday. Every Dallas Cowboy fan went to work on time this morning, smelling really good. You know, Cowboy fans wear a little bit too much cologne and perfume. You know who you are. You know who you are. But they let you know, them boys back. They put up 56 points. Dallas defense. Look here. That defense, Dallas team has a contest on who's going to score the most points, the defense or the offense. I mean, a lot of teams have contests to motivate each other throughout the season, things like that. But I really think these youngsters want this money. They're ready for this challenge. December, you can tell who's ready and who's not. Look at the Chargers. Look at the Cardinals. What happened to that team? There's no way a team could just fold like that in 4 weeks. I understand injuries and COVID, but the strength of schedule and the games they've been playing and the outcome is not making any sense to me at all. At all. It's just crazy. The Carolina Panthers played the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And Matt Rule made a Jay-Z reference in response to the way the Carolina Panthers have been playing. He said it took Jay-Z 7 years to make it. Look here, man. You can't treat NFL teams and the opportunity to coach an NFL team in reference to a hip-hop star. So now you're going to tell me you were a former drug dealer. Now you're going to tell me you beat 2 murder charges. Now you're going to tell me you allegedly beat up a record exec for releasing your bootleg copies of your album. That's a Jay-Z reference. Keep it going. Keep it going. Ill-advised. Ill-advised. I think yesterday, Pittsburgh Steelers fans in the NFL community and world all realized something at the same time. Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers are in a world of trouble. I'm not talking about this year, next year. They did not prepare for the future. When teams don't prepare for the future, they get caught up in the moment. You're going to go through this losing streak that the fan base is not going to understand. People are going to lose jobs within the organization. There are going to be fights among friends and family members because nobody was paying attention. Nobody wanted to speak up. We want to speak up to the athletes with the money, but when it comes to the team trying to do their own thing and not realizing what's about to happen, how does a whole team don't realize they have nothing prepared for the future? I mean, Denver went through that. And don't get me started on my Broncos. I mean, if you can't We did this when I did CBS Sports Radio 920 with former Mizzou and NFL receiver TJ Miller when he put the NFL gloves on. If it touches your hands, you should catch the ball. There was nobody helmet in the way. There was nobody that hit the ball. We dropped 6 passes in the game yesterday. Now, I am not a Drew Lock fan at the fuck all. But there's no way Denver should have lost that game yesterday to the Raiders. I get it, E. You a fan. My boy E, a big Raiders fan. We got history. We got a rivalry here going on. But when the attention to details are not being met, that's really going to be failure. They can tell us all they want to in all these videos on Instagram, on YouTube, on other people's podcasts, on what they do to get prepared for the game. And when the game is actually played and you follow these different platforms these players are on, you're like, wait a minute now. Something happened. There's something going on in some of these NFL team locker rooms that nobody want to talk about. Somebody needs to address the issue. You got the fans out here getting our own conspiracy theory. Oh, this shit's rigged. Well, this is that. Well, the NFL has the power to do this. There's no way this is going on. Make up your mind. That was a PI. How you missed that call? It happened right in front of the white cap. That's what we're doing. But on the other side, you got players out here saying, we're going to take this one game at a time. We get through this. We get in the playoffs. We take it one game at a time. And then we get to the Super Bowl. We're going to win that. That sounds good, doesn't it? But who's really doing that? I don't see many that are doing that. That's all I'm saying. I don't see many that are doing that at all. How many of you watched the John Madden special? A lot of you only know Madden from EA Sports. It's in the game. Madden football. Boom. Or Outback. Or some fast acting to acting. Or Miller Lite. That Raiders coach. That guy that went to a 4-hour seminar to hear Vincent Lombardi talk about the power sweep. I liked it for the simple fact he got to hear the players. And players got to actually see what he said about them. And I love what Lawrence Taylor said to his daughter. The NFL want me to do what? Oh, no. Oh, John Madden? Where I got to go? He said he won't do nothing for the NFL. But if it's about John Madden, where do I show up at? When that man used to write on that screen and make those noises, boom, and the turducken. Come on now. That John Madden was pretty cool. Check it out for yourself. A lot of information, a lot of history. Well done. Well done. And I can't remember the writer that done it. I was amazed that he done it. Was it Tom Rinaldi that did it? I got to figure out who wrote that, but it was a well-done piece. They broke down each version of Madden, and that was pretty cool. That was well done. Fox was putting that on yesterday. Well, Christmas Day. I watched it again yesterday. Throughout the holidays, you try to show love and appreciation. As a guy who's about small business, I used to work for a small business company. I support small business. And 100% of the people that advertise on the show, if you go to www.dremontez.com and hit the sponsor button, those are all small businesses, local, Belleville, St. Louis, Wash Ave, Soulard. They got you covered. And when I go out, I try to go to small business after working in corporate America for 15 years in the industry. So when you go out in your town, you know, everything is not going to be perfect when you go out. So I decided to go to brunch yesterday, downtown St. Louis. I went to the Wheelhouse. Many of you have been to the Wheelhouse. I don't know what your experience with the Wheelhouse is. I don't know if you know the owners, hang out there. I don't know what your involvement is with the Wheelhouse, but I'm going to tell you what happened yesterday. Brunch. I want to go eat before NFL starts. They used to do the bottomless mimosas. They don't do that anymore. That's fine and dandy. You get there. There's a note on the door saying we don't open up at 10. We open up 9:30, but the kitchen opens up at 10 a.m. No problem. Get there. It's 9:22. I won't wait a little while. Now it's 9:40. The door is still locked. 9:45. There's a young man that see people at the door, but I don't think he's ever opened the door before. He's having a problem. He opens up the door. We get in there. Boom. But there's something going on with the staff. They're not looking quite right. Like, I get it. You went out the night before. You had a long day. I get it. But you chose to work the day after Christmas. That's all on you. The bartender, young lady, I can tell she's not 100% awake yet. Order a margarita and a vodka orange juice. The margarita is taking a little issue of a problem in time. I get my vodka orange juice in a plastic cup. I don't say anything. I let it go. Y'all know how I feel about getting drinks in a plastic cup. The margarita is not tasting like a margarita. There's an issue. So I immediately noticed something. She's not the normal bartender. I get it, but there's a drink book, there's a recipe book. After 8 minutes, here comes the margarita. Taste the margarita, awful. She then goes to a manager to get the margarita made. House Margarita at Wheelhouse has 5 fucking ingredients for a house margarita. That's crazy. Couldn't get just the tequila, triple sec, and the sour. They didn't know how to do that. Okay. After she probably made 4 margaritas, 2 she threw away, 2 we got. I had my second drink. Now it's in a glass. Oh, I don't say that. Now here comes the food. My eggs were not even hot at all. The bacon wasn't even hot. The potatoes were lukewarm. But I ate the food. I get it. It's day after Christmas. I ate the food. Now, before all this started, ordered the 2 drinks. How would you like to pay? I said, probably don't pay cash. She said, well, can I have a credit card to hold it? No problem. Give it a credit card. She gives it back. Normally, they got the credit card with your name. There may be a $10 hold or a $25 hold on your card, and you pay cash. You go right back on your card. That's normally how it works. Not with the Wheelhouse. So we get the bill. Time to go. The bill is $84+. Leave a tip. We leave. About 20 minutes later, my phone goes off. I have 4 credit card charges from the Wheelhouse that totals up to $74.04. What? Let's go back to the Wheelhouse. I go back to the Wheelhouse. It's a little busy now. So I said, got to speak to a manager. The guy recognized me. I said, yeah, we were here earlier. Had a credit card to hold it, but we paid cash. He said, let me see. Showing the bill. He's like, oh, I see it right here. He gives me a piece of paper with the email address. And it says, you got to email him, email the company, and we'll get it resolved then. What? Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Then the bartender wants to chime in, and she says, I just did what I was trained to do. So, of course, got to go to Yelp to see what everybody's saying about the Wheelhouse in downtown St. Louis. You got to read what they're saying about the Wheelhouse. Holy fuck. This is a big problem. This is the same bar that has been in trouble with accusations of rape, misconduct, beating up people, theft, inappropriate actions against patrons and employees. I knew some people that worked at the Wheelhouse in the beginning, so I know the shadiness. I decided to give the Wheelhouse another chance because about a few years ago, they served me some raw chicken. He put it in the microwave to try to flash fire it, put it back in and throw it on the grill. Said I'd never go back to the Wheelhouse again. So I gave the Wheelhouse another chance. They screwed up again. So yesterday, I'm going to let bygones be bygones. They done been in trouble. They done been on the news. They got busted for the crazy wild ass party. Maybe the wheelhouse has changed. Boy, was I wrong. The bartender had no menu knowledge. The servers behind us didn't know. I think yesterday they just hired people off Craigslist, which is not a problem. I didn't expect to have the best service ever, but there's no way possible that someone should give you a credit card to open a tab and you close out by paying cash and they still charge your credit card. So that was over a $200 brunch yesterday, which was fucking awful. And they're telling me, here's the email you got to send. I'm going to send an email, all right? I'm going to send an email, okay. I just don't, I've never heard of that in the restaurant industry. When you're paying, you open up a tab, and here you go, here's my credit card. They give you the bill, and you say, hey, well, I'm just going to pay cash. Who still puts the bill on the credit card? I mean, why is it in the cloud? Why are there 4 separate transactions on my credit card? That's one thing I can't understand. We all have issues with bars and restaurants in downtown St. Louis when it comes to crime and being unsafe. But what about this one here? If you go to Yelp, the Wheelhouse in St. Louis, look at their Yelp page. Look how many people have been ripped off with the credit card game. Now, how about the Alcohol Commission shutting that motherfucker down? How about Andy Baker and Elliot Davis going down there and do a Fox 2 or you paid for it? Let's find out why this keeps happening at the Wheelhouse. St. Louis, downtown. When the Wheelhouse first opened, they were known for letting young, underage, no ID people in there to get sexually assaulted and taken advantage of, and nobody said a fucking thing. Nobody said a thing. Nobody said a thing. The Wheelhouse had them crazy fights. Nobody ever went to jail until my partner did what his boss told him to do. He got fired and they sued him. That's how shady that place is. They went too far. The way the protocol was happening when someone is taking money off your credit card and you have proof and they want to write down on a fucking piece of paper, can you contact? No, you should handle this in-house. Why is this happening? How's that even part of the training process? Hey, if someone comes in here and uses a credit card, open up a tab, we're going to run each transaction on a credit card and also take the cash. Get the fuck out of here. That's robbery. There are a whole lot of people I've talked to since this happened that have had similar or to worse experiences with the Wheelhouse. I don't get it. I just don't get it. How this place has all these strike marks, all these precautions, all these infractions. How the fuck are they still open? Just go to their Yelp page and look at it. The Wheelhouse in St. Louis. And they want me, the person who's been taken advantage of, not the manager, to look at this and investigate. You got cameras everywhere, but they didn't work during the sexual assault. You got cameras everywhere. They didn't work when my friend got fired. You got cameras everywhere, but you didn't see what the fuck happened yesterday. That's pretty funny, Wheelhouse. That's pretty funny. I don't know how that place is still open. The owners don't even live here anymore, I don't believe. So why is the Wheelhouse still open after all the bad shit that happens at that place? Let's go to the police file. Let's go to the neighbors in the neighborhood. Let's talk to the people that live across the street, the ones that live in the building, the ones that used to, and the people that work downtown in that area. Let's talk about that place, Wheelhouse. Since you want to play with people's credit and money, value and time, let's figure out the Wheelhouse now. Let's figure that out. They've done it to other bars and restaurants for ill-advised reasons. Why we can't do it to this fucking place? What have they done that's been so crazy and wild? What donation have they done? What'd they do? Increase rapes under women of 25 on Cardinal game days? What did they do? Violence after Cardinal games in a bar, club, or restaurant? What else have they done? Take advantage of people through their fraudulent credit card system down there. And that is what happened yesterday. If it has happened to you, share your story. It's not going to stop until everybody know about it. It's not going to stop till everybody know about it. And what they did and the way they acted has put me in a position to do the same thing. It was horrible food. It was cold. I still ate it. I didn't ask for a refund. I've been in the industry. I know what it's like to work during the holiday season. I know how guests and patrons can be. But when a guest or a patron is in the right, come on now. Who takes the cash and the credit card and gives you a piece of fucking paper and say, can you contact us tomorrow? He said, can you please call me? Oh, I'm going to do more than call you. I'm going to use every form of contact there is for the wheelhouse in St. Louis. The wheelhouse in St. Louis. Don't go there unless you want to get taken advantage of, be exploited, misused, not understanding your human nature and value in life. Go to the wheelhouse. And they have the nerve and audacity to post they're having a New Year's Eve party. I hope it go off better than life. I hope that place is not open during baseball season ever again. I can only imagine the shit they've done that nobody has reported to just let it go. But some shit you just can't let go. Look at that Yelp page and you tell me that's a place you want to go to. That's how I feel. I'm back down to calm and normal. I had to get that off my chest. They took over $200 yesterday from me for horrible food. I don't know what the fuck that margarita was. Who puts 5 ingredients in a house margarita? St. Louis just be too extra. Simplicity is okay. A margarita. You know how hard it is in Missouri and Illinois to find a place that can make a margarita with consistency? It's impossible. It's impossible. It's like they don't care. The next time you go out, watch somebody make a margarita. Watch all the ingredients. I don't know what happened. The margarita has changed. That's why I keep it real simple when I go out. I don't want the bartender to think beer, vodka neat. That's it. That's it. I don't want you looking for the soda, thinking I want it this strong. Or no, just I keep it simple now, man, because it's there's no training. There's no love in the service industry no more. It's just a bunch of people working in the bars and restaurants, as well as the owners, especially the wheelhouse, that don't give a fuck. They want you to half naked and help them rip off people. That's it. That's why I keep it simple. Game 6 honky tonk joint, Kilroy's, Hammerstones, 9th Street Deli at Howard's, Tower Pub, Friendly's, The Office in Belleville. They keep it simple. Tavern on Main, they keep it simple. These other places, they're not. They're not. They're not. And going into 2022, yesterday's experience has ruined it for everybody else out there. The wheelhouse, I feel like they're like Max and Beverly Hills Cop 3 when they went to the party at Hugh Hefner's house. Everybody got home. Everybody go home. Max done fucked it up for everybody. The wheelhouse done fucked it up for everybody. This place has been a problem since they've been open. Time to shut them down, St. Louis. Let's do it together. The wheelhouse must go. The wheelhouse will rip you off. Horrible food. Horrible food. How are eggs cold? How you serve cold eggs and proud? What happened to the thermocouple? What happened to the cooks being proud about what they putting out? I saw 8 bar backs and 1 cook yesterday. What they do Christmas night at the wheelhouse. They didn't do their damn job, I tell you that. Well, kids, boys, and girls of all ages, you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And thank you for tuning in to Montez at Midday. Don't forget to visit the website, www.dremontez.com. Don't let the wheelhouse take advantage of you anymore, guys. Don't do it. Don't do your Christmas party there, because if you saw the police report what happened at the Christmas party a few years ago, you don't want to be going to that motherfucker. No. You're going to get touched, taken advantage of, and they're going to blame it on you. That's what the wheelhouse does. They point fingers instead of accepting their own responsibility, but no more. It may take me a while to get my money back, but I'm going to push the issue. I'm calling my bank as soon as we hit the end here, and I'm calling them back We're sending out 25 consecutive emails. And then if that doesn't work, time to hit the local news. We're going to shut the Wheelhouse down for what they've done to Dre Montez. Wrong, naughty, shouldn't do. That's a foul on you. I thought after the rape happened that they would have been gone. I'm sorry. The alleged rape, the alleged sexual assault, the racial fight. I thought they'd have been shut down then. But when you pay people money and pay the right people here, apparently it works for you. Let that be the judge. Bye, Wheelhouse. You no longer exist anymore. Goodbye, Wheelhouse. The Wheelhouse must go. The Wheelhouse must go. The Wheelhouse must go. What? The Wheelhouse must go, people. The Wheelhouse must go. All right, good folk, good people. We'll get out of here. You guys enjoy the rest of your Monday. Enjoy the weather. Enjoy your PS5. Everyone out there that got a PS5. I saw it all out there. You guys enjoy. And thank you again for tuning in to Montez at midday. Until next time, I holla. And we up out of here. Peace. Boom, boom, boom.